love me animals, and I'm shocked to hear that in Springfield, they're eating the cats and dogs. But I wonder what Taylor Swift is thinking after she's just endorsed Trump and referred to herself as the childless cat lady. Well, actually, she didn't endorse Trump. She endorsed Kamala Harris, just like Putin. Yeah, has endorsed Kamala Harris. Oh my God, who watched that debate last night? I actually stayed up because I'm over the water, over the pond and that, and hearing, well, actually, and again, the channel, I'm in France. And watching that. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I just had to watch. I just knew it was going to be, for comedic value. It's clear to me. It was shocking. I don't think Donald Trump had any endearing moments at all. It was, how to put it? It was painful. Now, right from the outset, Kamala Harris, when they first walked onto the stage, what have you, she went straight up to Donald Trump. Donald Trump went straight to his podium, okay? This is something we've got to remember. We're talking about somebody who's going to be hopefully making negotiations and meeting delegates and other presidents and prime ministers. And she went straight up to Donald Trump and shook his hand to his podium. Now, normally they're supposed to come into the middle and shake hands, what have you, then go back to the podium. But no, he went straight to his own podium. It's like, oh, don't I know you? Oh, you're losing so badly anyway. I've already won, kind of thing. You see, he was winning in the polls by 52%, apparently. Not now. Not now. I shouldn't laugh because this is a man that quite a large percentage of the American people want to have as their president. And what does that say about them? When you hear them make statements, oh, I want to be, I want a dictator. Oh, the country needs a dictator. I want to be like North Korea, right? And China. What? These people lost their minds, and there's still people out there trying to endorse Trump. You've got Ben Shapiro, all right? He's got a massive following. He's a bit of a nutcase himself. And he's going on about how ABC, the media outlet that hosted the debate. Oh, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It was biased. It was biased. No, it wasn't. It was barely biased at all. I'd say it was pretty... I think everyone was in shock. Kamala Harris, while he was making some of the statements, I think she was just watching... Well, I think obviously she's got a bit of a funny little laugh, isn't she? A bit of a screechy laugh. And I think she's holding back. I think she'd be rolling around on the floor, the things that we were saying. Okay, allow me to show you one of those things. All right. Oh, blimey.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. What? And it's a shame.
The heck
in Springfield
is going on? What is going on in his head? Even if there was any truth in it, which apparently there's no actual reports of people eating the cats and the dogs, so-called illegal migrants eating cats and dogs. You would surely anyone with any half a brain cell, where did you get that statement confirmed before they spout it on television? I think part of the problem for him is that normally he's already spouting his crap towards his own crowd, the converted, those who are so unswayed about Kamala Harris and just Trump, the MAGAs and all that they won't listen to anything else but what comes out of his mouth. They want to believe it. But Kamala Harris, she's not stupid. She set the bait by shaking his hand right at the beginning. And all the way along, she was doing little little things about his integrity, things that make, because he's got none, has he? He's got no integrity. He's so self-obsessed. He's such a narcissist. It's all about Donald Trump, and she made that quite clear. That's all he speaks about in these in his rallies. She said, "Well, I invite you all to go and see one of Donald Trump's rallies," and he goes on about fictional characters such as Lecter and all that. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs. I was watching that last night. I was half asleep, I have to admit, but I just had to watch it because it was just the comical value is frightening. Comical value, to be fair, but it was comical value nevertheless. It was shocking. And after that, the polls just did during the actual debate itself, the polls were just going in reverse. And now there's the betting is literally Kamala Harris to win. But let's be honest, a lot can happen between now and then. And a bit like Nigel Farage in his Breaking Point poster, publishing it like a few days before the vote to leave the European Union. It would have been more advantageous to have that debate a few days before the actual vote, if that was possible, because she owned him. Honestly, she owned him, and it was painful, but also comical. Anyway, let me have a look in the chat. We'll bring it up on here as well, because I was just flabbergasted. I was absolutely flabbergasted. People actually willing to vote for this man. Don't get me wrong, I knew what he's like anyway, but crikey, that was just shocking. It was shocking. He was going on about the immigration and what have you, and people coming over border control, coming over the borders and stuff like that. But Donald Trump got the Republicans to block every single measure, such as more border force officials, or border control officials and what have you. He blocked it. Every single thing, He blocked it. He got the Republicans to block it just before he was a candidate. But is this the best they can do? I find it flabbergasting that he is the candidate that they put forward. Haven't they learned the lesson? Huh? I'm deeply shocked. I am seriously deeply shocked. Oh, crikey. Regan's alive as well. I didn't realise. Right. Okay, that's me. Right, here we are. I'm just going to get the chat up. If it'll actually load. Why isn't it loading? Oh, it is. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Hello, Mad Monk. Afternoon, peeps. Hello, my friend. I hope you're well. Yeah, it's a shit show. From the standpoint of Trump, he buried himself. But there's still a lot to happen. There's still, it's November, isn't it? When still a couple of months to go. So it could go full circle again. Kamala Harris was in the lead for a bit, wasn't she, when she took over, and then it went back to Trump again, and it's so it could go back to Trump in the polls. That is. I know polls not 100% accurate. I know, but it was for. When talking about Springfield, I was just thinking of oh crikey, wasn't there? Oh crikey! Oh crikey! There's three of us on, is there? So I've got politics, social, Regan Lee, and myself. So I might comment on the wrong subject. Hi, Caroline. Hello, my friend. Yeah, she's in the UK at the moment. I've got two streams going at once. Says a bad one. Well, I didn't actually bother to check, to be honest, if anyone else is going live. But the thing is, there's loads of people going live at the moment, isn't there? So it's kind of, yeah. I've just got to go live when I can, Feels like they're rushing towards a very, very sad ending. Why? Because if others do to them what they've done to others, they won't exist anymore. I'm so confused. I didn't watch it. It was bedtime, and Donnie makes me sick, says Gingers. Even that would put a smile on your face, honestly. Even just watch the highlights of it, you know. The thing is, to me, it seems like those who support Trump are desperate to try and find something positive that he was saying, or something logical that he was saying. But it's, if there was anything there, I didn't know it, certain, quite frankly. And it's just outweighed, just blown out the water by his stupidity. And it's yeah, the police have no reports of this happening at all. No, you're correct about the eating of the animals. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because it quite possibly does. In fact, I know for a fact here in France, our Riley cat could have been somebody's dinner. Because I say fact, no, that's a little bit unfair. When we found our cat Riley on the road, we thought it belonged to somebody, French person's house next to the road. It didn't. Anyway, we knocked on the door, and she says it's one of the neighbours' cat. And they had all like these concrete rabbit hutches with cats in, and she says they eat them. What? Manger. Lovely. No. So anyway, we took Riley home and sorted him out. Yeah, his eyes all terrible, like conjunctivitis infection in the eyes. He's got scarring on the eyes now, so his eyesight isn't brilliant. But he's a healthy cat now. Apart from that, he still managed to hunt, even with bad eyes. So it's it was a relatively interesting debate, I would say. And why am I still doing that? Oh, come on. Am I on the wrong thing? Maybe I'm on the wrong thing. On the wrong Wi-Fi connection. Yes, I was. Anyway, I've got to pull this apart while I'm talking to you. I'm playing a few sound bites. So, it was actually, what let's do now. Let me just play this. There.
Okay, Michael Steele, you were quite animated when I saw you in the hallway earlier about that debate. I'm gonna see what you're gonna tell me. You think of the debate that you told me in the hallway. What was your take on the debate, Michael Steele? Go ahead. What was the key moment?
She spanked that ass. I'm sorry. That's what she did. She came and she walked on that stage. Look, for me, it's one of those things that you didn't realize happened until about 20 to 30 minutes into the debate. And it's what everyone's talked about. And for me, it was the pivotal, most important moment of the debate was when they were introduced.
Oh,
and Donald Trump came out. And if you watch, go back. I tell everybody to go back and watch this. He comes out, he goes direct to the podium. He is not, usually you go to the middle of the floor to greet your opponent. He went to the opponent. He had no intention of shaking her hand. She walked across the stage right into his space, stuck her hand out, and said, Kamala Harris.
So I heard this, I read this on Reddit.
Saying my name so you
it was pretty almost immediate.
Say it, which he never said once during the entire debate. 2, he never looked at her during the entire debate.
He's always that as well.
And there was at this point about 20 to 30 minutes in where that moment for me hit and resonated because she owned that stage from that very first moment.
Yeah, she certainly did. And so it isn't it? If you if you want to taunt somebody, she's prepared, and I'm sure she's probably practiced in the mirror for a bit, didn't she? A few days before, Donald Trump was just a winged it. He was just a winged it. And it's just like a load of verbal salad coming out. And it's just like you're jumping from one thing. It's the usual stuff. You're jumping from one thing to the next with no conjoining words or no full stops. And it doesn't make any sense. It's just crazy. Hello, Cameron. I hope you're well. Yeah, Trump is absolutely pathetic. He was pathetic. He was. She taunted him, especially when she started going on about his debates. I mean, his rallies and what have you. She taunted him, and it got to the point where he's just angry. You could see it. He was just angry. He's holding himself. He sort of blurt. Well, he did blurt, but to some extent. But he's very pent up. You see, one thing she pointed out was that he never talks about the people, the American people. He just talks about him and how he feels he's been attacked, whereas he's the one who's doing the attacking. It's just it's narcissism. It is narcissism, isn't it? It's just that's what he is. He's just a narcissist. Do the American people really want somebody like that to be the president of the United States? He's unfit for office, big time. I'd rather have, personally, obviously I'm not an American, but I'd rather someone like Biden, for instance, who has his moments where where he trips up and stuff, but he has his moments. Somebody like him, who at least he seems to have some modicum of decorum, the modicum of decency and all that, than this bumbling buffoon. And why is he running after all? He's running because he wants to keep his ass out of jail. Especially now that the actual the hearing now has been delayed 3 weeks after the actual election itself. Like button smashed, yay! Kamala Harris had the questions before the debate. Well, if she had the questions, I'm sure Donald Trump did as well, if that is even true. And it doesn't matter what the questions are. You should still have the answers. It's your job to know. Donald Trump doesn't know. He just blurts a load of crap. It's all about him. Oh my God, it's red green. Red green? What? What does that mean? Did she really have the questions prior to the debate? I'd assume Trump's. Yeah, if anyone did, I don't either of them did. But if they did, they both would. Plain and simple. Trump's wouldn't have read them properly. He knew what he wanted to say, probably all the way along, or he just winged it, like he usually does. Yeah, that's true, Susan. Canada did a great job. What an embarrassment Trump is. It beggars belief that anyone in their right mind could ever consider voting for this clown. You're not wrong. It was... If it wasn't for the comical value, it's actually frightening how bad that was. It was incredibly dangerous to even consider somebody like that to run an economy of 23 trillion and population of over 350 million, and you got some nutcase, because that's what he is. He's just a nutcase. His flipping son is no different, Or Baron, whatever his name is. He's a petulant child. He likes to spank his nanny. Apparently. Sounds a bit like Jacob Rees-Mogg. Or was it the nanny spanking him? Oh dear. So America needs a revolution, not two cheeks, the same arse. It probably does need a revolution. We've got a two-party system again, haven't we? Well, we have, to be fair, in the UK. There were no trick questions. Don't be a Trump apologist. He's just a dumpster fire. Yeah. There wasn't. They were just basic questions, weren't they? Quite straightforward questions, actually. And I actually believe that propagandists, propagandists apparently, when she talked about building properties and stuff, could be like 3 million properties, I think she was talking about, by the end of their tenure. Having agreements with the actual construction firms and what have you. I actually believe she'd do that. She has in the past actually managed to several £1 million got paid out to tenants of dodgy landlords. You know. Trump 2024. Let's hope not. It might be what you want, but crikey, the world doesn't need someone like that. Anyway, he thinks everyone's eating cats and dogs, all right? In Springfield. Oh, dear me. Thanks for warning us, Joe. I will get the gas mask ready. Okay, what happened? Hide your cats and dogs, yes. Hide them. I'm going over in France, and he ain't going to get my cats or my dogs. Imagine being named after a fart. Oh, crikey, and acting like your shit don't stink while wearing a nappy. God bless you, my man, and wishing you lots of love and happiness, and you, Eric. Hide your sofas just in case. Oh, I like the swag bag, got a cool look. I'm a woodworker, that's me. That's what I do. I like playing with all wood. Not that wood. The wood kind of, you know, like this lovely piece of burl. Gnarly old burl, you know. Hello, I'm American, says Blaney Ponky. Hello, Blaney Ponky. I hope you're well. I'm just going to play that again. Just for those that haven't heard it. It's just incredible. Where is it?
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
Camera House's face. She's
in Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating...
Oh, my God. That is the moment he lost the debate, really. I think he lost it before that, to be fair, but he was getting a bit aggressive when she called him out regarding the rallies. So it was fun times. So it was, you know, that was definitely worth staying up for. It was at 3 o'clock in the morning. That was for me. You know, I'll clean these up on there. So it was reasonably sharp. The primary bevel's already done on that one, so probably a bit of work. Oh, dear me. That's what happens when you let your tools get damp. They all go a bit rusty. I'll give it a coat of paint while I'm at it. I'll put those over there. Yeah, so anyway, so for the American people to want somebody like that, I don't think they do now. I think the polls have swung the other way. And I think it's going to do it for the next, few weeks, actually. I think Donald Trump is going to... It just looks so ridiculous. It just looks absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what? I need a screwdriver. Got a little bit on hair, got to remove. It's called a knicker spur. I don't know why it's called a knicker spur, but it is called a knicker spur. This little bit on hair. Okay, a little screw in the middle there. Yeah, I'm sure Donald Trump would like that. He'll grab it by its, you know. Alright, unscrew that. Something else that needs to be sharpened. Oh, God, I don't want to lose all these things. Where's my magnet? There's a magnet. Got a magnet tray here with dog treats in. They'll probably come running through it in a minute. Where are my treats? Do I put all that stuff in there with my treats? Right. Tell you what, I'll put these to one side. Don't really need dog treats in there. No. All little bones. And besides, Might feed them to later, fatten them up, you see. You know it is, just guess what, eat them. Yeah, apparently that's what's happening in Springfield. Well, not according to the police, no reports. Oh, the actual depth adjuster is bent. Got bent. So, on it. A couple of taps there. Probably enough. Yes, it is. Oh, it's perfect now. So, oh dear me. A pawn shop? Is it a pawn shop? Not pulling my tools, no. Yeah, thanks, Bad Monk. I like to eat cheese and drink Red Bull. I like cheese and wine. Do you know what? I was talking about dogs a minute ago, and I mentioned them. And my Sebastian Bear's decided, be careful, boy. I've got Donald Trump, he's up there, you know. Don't go to Springfield. Come on. Sebastian. Now, let me show you. Come on, Bear. Up. You got to make an effort. Oh, dear me. Oh, here he is. He'll make 3 meals, I suppose. Oh, there you go. Right. Hey, it's radar for MASH. I like it. Also, no radar for MASH. It's like I get called Jack Black. Who else? Oh, Shmee. Oh dear. American Pride says I'm still voting Trump. Oh dear. Can't save you then, can we? No. Unfortunately, you lost. After that debate, oh my god. If you watch his rallies, she criticised Donald Trump's rallies, saying that people basically, because he's talking about himself and not about them, and people are getting up and walking out, is what she said. And that's the point when he started getting a little bit agitated. He says, "Oh, my rallies are the best. People come and see come to my rallies because they like hear what I have to say. They like what I say." He says, "Maybe that's true. Then, like I say, there's no saving these people, is there? You know." And he said, "No one goes to her rallies." Have you looked at some of the coverage of Camilla and Tim Walsh's rallies and what have you? They're huge. So many people. The thing is with Donald Trump, he's saying the same stuff again. He's just repeating it again and again. So people who watch these things, they've already seen it online. So they're not, it's like watch, I don't know, listen to the same soundtrack again. Talk about soundtracks. Tell you what, let's have a listen to what was said by Taylor Swift. Yes, Taylor Swift has made an endorsement post-debate for Kamala Harris. Is that right, Bear? Well, Sebastian Bear, he's making weird noises. There you are, boy. And, anyone's listening. Because, Taylor Swift made an endorsement. It says something about fluffy cats and stuff. Yeah. Find it. Where we are. This is on SNBC.
Debate with JD Vance coming up, and while we have been talking,
NBC, sorry.
Something, and I'm going to do sort of a not very TV thing, and I'm going to read it to you.
Read it
in totality.
Ooh, totality.
This was, I don't think you know about
Get
this.
worms out there.
This was just posted online by a woman you might have heard of, whose name is Taylor Swift.
Who's she?
She's posted this online along with
Who's she, Sebastian?
I'm going to read
Oof.
to you what she just posted.
You're a good beggar. Just giving you 2 treats.
Like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances these candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country.
You're supposed to.
Recently, I was made aware that AI of me, quote me, falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site. It really conjured up my fears around AI and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to the conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for this election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth. And she says, quote, I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. I think she is a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we're led by calm and not chaos.
Chaos, that's exactly it, chaos.
By her selection of running mate Tim Walz, who has been standing up for LGBTQ plus rights, IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades.
There you go.
I've done my research, and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do.
It's not better.
The choice is yours to make. I also want to say, especially to first-time voters, remember that in order to
That's
vote, you
how
have
it
to be
was like.
registered.
As in like that.
I also find it's much easier to vote early. I will link where to register and find early voting dates and info in my story. With love and hope, Taylor Swift, signed Childless Cat Lady. I have to get your response to that, Mr. Governor.
All those things, I am incredibly grateful, first of all, to Taylor Swift. I say that also as a cat owner, a fellow cat owner. You heard it. We know that it's there. That was eloquent, and it was clear. And that's the type of courage we need in America.
How the hell did Kamala lose? Huh? Damaged dime, I think you are. You've been damaged, mate.
To go out there because they nearly died because they can't get abortion services in a pregnancy. And now you have somebody like Taylor Swift coming out and making that very clear. This would be the opportunity, Swifties. KamalaHarris.com. Get on over there. Give us a hand. Get things going.
That was his son who's been... That was his son that was being mocked by Donald Trump. Because he's disabled, you see. And I've got a disabled son. I'll tell you what, though. You know, it won't be the first time I've had to deal with somebody because they've decided to, mock my son. Not mock him, but literally say, you know, some pretty horrible things that I won't repeat on there. Kind of people actually would probably vote for someone like Donald Trump, probably Boris Johnson. Strange individuals they were. Luckily, they moved. Right. What you shouldn't do, don't go up against people who have got a digger. Okay, just let you know. I'm not going to give you details, but there you go. No, I didn't bury them. Like this, they couldn't get to work the next day. So apparently Kamala Harris lost in the debate. I don't know what planet you're on, but there you go. He showed up flaccid. He's limp dick. It's tiny hands. They're all flaccid, they were. Apparently, according to Damage Dime, he's saying that America wants Trump. Obviously not, because the polls are saying the opposite at the moment. Could change, you know, but you know, there's no according to taste. No one's got taste, common sense. Know what's good for them. Getting there, I think. I'll give it a coat of paint as well, I think. Clean it out, good coat of paint. You can still buy these, actually. It's, in case you're wondering, it's a rebate plane. But you can actually still buy them. They're not as good as they used to be, because the castings aren't as good. I think they're still made in England, actually. I might be wrong. But the castings used to be seasoned. So what they take it out of the casting, they just bang it, they've got to be piled and bash them about effectively over a few months, and any tension that's built up in the casting would disperse, but they don't do that anymore. They just make everything heavier to cope with the extra potential movement in the iron. Apparently Trump 2024, yeah, okay. Whew, you're doomed! God. I'm part of America. I don't want Trump. Try again. I'm part of America. I don't want Trump. Try again. I hope we don't. Kamala wiped the floor with him. Yeah, Pokemon. She didn't even have to try. She set the bait. He buried himself. That's the thing. He buried himself. She didn't really need to do much. Although her end statement was very good, and it was about the people again, and not about her, unlike Donald Trump. Oh, they're such nasty people. Oh, the terrible people they are. They're so nasty. Oh, there. I see we going. Yep, there was parts of the debate where Harris was tearing him a new one, definitely. Slapped his derriere. And all he could do was put his head down and, yeah, he was nodding. Like he was in agreement. He was doing this. God, it's weird, it's strange. He was clearly very uncomfortable. You know, and all this rubbish, well, yeah, I tell them what to do. I phoned Putin up and I said, if you do this, Putin, you'll be done for or something. Oh, there's a picture of your house or something. Oh, who was that again? No, it was Afghanistan, that was. Abdul, the leader of the Taliban or someone. You know, that stopped him, it didn't. Stopped him. And there's like all this criticism of how Afghanistan was conducted, which was a disgrace, but also on the British side as well. Our flipping foreign minister, he was on holiday. Crikey, it was Dominic Raab. Dominic Raab at the time in the UK. He was on holiday. Remember, this was, you know, we had people over there as well. It's like they did it on purpose. But to avoid it, the backlash. He was on a flipping sunbed. All right, bear, have another treat. Go on then. It shuts you up. That's the dog, by the way. Sebastian Bear. So yeah, we're to blame as well. What happened? But you see, once they actually ended the agreement and the date was set by Donald Trump, there wasn't enough time to get it all. The Taliban just literally turned up all armed in it, didn't they? You know, for a fight. While these people are trying to get out of the country. That's why there's such a rush. And that's why they left everything. It was a mess. Absolute mess. Oh, now I've got a Pandora dog. My little wally dog, he had never fit this morning. Poor little devil. It goes in phases. He has like 3 or 4 fits. And then you don't have any for a while. But he's had 4 now, since hopefully that'll be it for a bit. Now I've got to pat you now, have I, girl? Oh, there you are. Oh, I've got to give you another one. Now go away now. The dogs, that is. You've got polarised into 2 camps, and each camp leader isn't there to help anyone but themselves. I don't believe that. Kamala Harris has done a lot in the past for other people. She really has. She's done regarding housing and that as well. She campaigned and fought, obviously her position, for people. You know, that's not for her. I don't believe that. Of course, I've got, you know, if you want to maintain your position, really, you have to do things for other people. You can't just do stuff for yourself. You won't be in office for long. People see through it. Look at Boris Johnson. You know, people saw through him. Look at Donald Trump. People saw through him. Apart from those who decided to raid Capitol Hill at the behest of Donald Trump, the man who's Charleston. Oh, anyway, where well, the Proud Boys and whatever, they had the riots and they people killed, and he says, "Oh, there's good people on both sides." He says, "Come on, that's just no. There's nothing good what happened there. Nothing good about it whatsoever, apart from exposing Donald Trump for what he is." The only person Donald Trump is interested in is Donald Trump. It really is. And there is no they can't. Well, you might have an argument, but then obviously you're a little bit deluded. If you think Donald Trump cares about you or cares about the American people, he doesn't. He cares about keeping his ass out of jail. That's what he cares about. He's not interested at all in the American people. And there are good people in the United States, so they all get tarnished with the same brush. I've got Ginger's here, there are some really lovely people in the United States. They're not all gun-toting crazy people. They're just not, And that's one of the criticisms of Kamala Harris. Is going to be up after your guns. No, I'll tell you what she does want to do. She wants to do a buyback scheme for automatic weapons, assault rifles. That's it, assault rifles. She says there's only one place for assault rifles, and that's in war. That's what they're for. There's no reason for anyone to own an assault rifle. So she's talking about doing a buyback scheme, and then ban the import of assault rifles. That's just common sense, Sometimes you've got to think to yourself, there has to be, when these rules, right, were put in place, of course, the amendments, like the Second Amendment, and also the First Amendment, when they were put in place, they didn't have social media for a start. They didn't have the weaponry we have today. So the idea that you can, you put it all under the same flipping umbrella, that's just madness. It's not the same. Things have changed. And they should have thought of that, really, when they did the Constitution. You need a Constitution that can be adapted with modern times. But clearly, you obviously need a mechanism to be able to do that, because the idea that everyone can have bear arms, technically speaking, although it's no longer legal, because of my heritage, I can bear a broadsword. I can bear arms. It never seemed like they caught me. I still get arrested, brandishing a broadsword, and it's a little bit oversized. But that was back in those medieval times or what have you, when they were the weapons. But today we have assault rifles. I've got coat arms, what have you. But oh dear me, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. I'm not suggesting that we should. Not we. The United States should ban guns and stuff like that, because that's not going to happen. You might want it as much as you want. You might want it, but that'll never happen. For a start, there's just too many of them, and there's too many people who won't hold on to them. So, I think we've got our problems in the United Kingdom. They literally just had with Albus Alba a debate regarding knife crime a couple of days ago, and Albus Alba, the actor, and we've got problems, but we haven't necessarily got guns. Well, there are some guns, but we haven't got a Second Amendment. So but people going around killing each other with guns, you see. And okay, it might not be as severe as what's going on in the US. I can't remember what the numbers are, how many people are dying every day because of guns. It's pretty severe. And some of those deaths are from the police itself. But it's different now. times have changed, and I think you have to, you should really acknowledge that. You know, when you see these people got these flipping like MK, these flipping, big old assault rifles and bazookas, rocket launchers and stuff like that. That's not really odd, is it? That's just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But you know, I still believe though it's a societal issue regarding the deaths, regarding there's problems. There's people. You've got to give people a reason not to do what they're, hurt people. You know, these people some of these people got nothing. They feel they're born into a society that they feel has no interest in them. That I would hope somebody like Kamala Harris could change. Like I say, we've got the same problems in the UK. They feel left behind. They do, and then that there's a lot of hatred there as well between the authorities and these individuals' parents, children's parents and what have you. It just gets passed down. The hatred just gets passed down. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. It's a bit like politics, where the family's always voted for Labour, for instance. Oh, my parents voted for Labour, so will I. That would probably take me the Republicans and the Democrats. So it's I don't know. I just feel this world's gone absolutely mad. Anyway, we know that it's just crazy what's going on at the moment, and you're getting statements from Donald Trump, regarding vote for me because the windmills are killing people, or something stupid like that. Some crazy, or killing birds, killing this, that, and the other. I don't know. It's just crazy. These people just want to, grab on the latest little soundbite. The thing about Donald Trump is he just created a whole load of new ones, attacking himself. I just find it absolutely crying. It was funny, but it's also worrying. Sad state of affairs, isn't it, really? And do I think it's going to change? Not really, not anytime soon. It's like what's going on in the United Kingdom. We've got a new government now. They've got a hell of a job on their hands. They've made it quite clear they're going to have to make decisions that's not going to be popular, such as this latest one regarding the Winterfield payment. I think that it was a mistake, but I think they should have had some kind of means testing on it, which they could have done quite easily. They say, I remember our friend who was doing quite well for themselves, and all they were doing at the time, anything like that, and family allowance, because they were in high-paying jobs, two parents, high-paying jobs. They had one kid, and she was just literally put it into a savings account. These extra payments for the daughter. That's not what it's for. It's supposed to help people survive, you see. So if you don't need that, why are you getting it? It makes a mockery of everything, really. Now this one here, I can't actually remove because that's punched, you see, right through from there to there, and then domed on the top. So I can't actually remove it. I have to leave it on. So if I paint it, I'm going to have to mask that up. I don't want to paint the lever. No. The levers of power. Yeah, we had all these craziness before, haven't we? With like the QAnon, the pizza, the basement of the Pizza Hut, and all that sort of stuff, where they're drinking the blood of children. All that craziness. We've heard it all before. The Clinton emails and that. It's Hillary Clinton emails, and it's I keep returning to the same old rubbish. The Republicans, that is. And they decided, didn't they, to have somebody like Donald Trump as their running man. Now he is running. Away from Kamala Harris. Now, will there be any more debates? Apparently there could be. And possibly another 2 or 3 debates. I don't see any reason why Kamala Harris would say no. She performed like she did last night. The only thing is Donald Trump would be more prepared after that because he looked like a right idiot. He came out, right, after the debate and went to the spin room. But that isn't his. J.D. Vance should have been there. He went to the spin room and said, how bad has she done? The man's on no planet. So he just outright lies. And talk about lies and that, they found that he's there was 33, I think it was 33 lies that he said. Where was it now? Oh, here we go.
And senior reporter Daniel Dale was listening closely to both candidates. Daniel, what stood out to you?
What stood out was that this was a staggeringly dishonest debate performance from former President Trump. Just lie after lie on subject after subject.
Yeah,
by my preliminary count, Jake, Trump made at least 33 false claims. 33. By contrast, by, again, a preliminary count, Vice President Harris made at least 1 false claim, though she added at least a few misleading claims and a few more.
And senior reporter Daniel Dale was listening closely to both candidates. Daniel, what stood out to you?
Jake, what stood out was that this was a staggeringly dishonest debate performance from former President Trump. Just lie after lie on subject after subject. By my preliminary count, Jake, Trump made at least 33 false claims. 33. By contrast,
absolutely crazy. People are happy to be lied to. That's what it seems like to me. Those obviously who want to vote for someone like Donald Trump. Anyway, I want to chat about. There we go. Ooh. There we go. I just clicked off. There you go. There we are. We're back. Right. Hello, Ad. Bored of Trump and the communal insanity of MAGA. It's just too odd. You aren't wrong, mate. I'll tell you, Ad. Crikey. And I don't understand that being bored of them. It's just absolute. It's madness, isn't it? It's just absolute madness, and it's I should just keep that running. And I'll just. It's just too odd. First time they fact checked Donald Trump. Actually, Biden was being interviewed, and he made a criticism of the interviewer. And that saying that you never ever fact check Donald Trump. You just promote his lies. There we go. I've got that bit. Oh, there we are. I have got it. Oh,
Used.
Lester, look. Why don't you guys ever talk about the 28 lies he told? Where are you on this? Why didn't the press ever talk about that? 28 times it's confirmed he lied in that debate. I had a bad night. I wasn't feeling well at all. And I had been, I screwed up.
But I just asked the question because the idea that you may or may not have seen.
And that was referring to the debate that he had where they say he screwed up. He wasn't well. And he clearly wasn't well. He's he's struggling, isn't he? He's not, as coherent. But I'd still rather have him. If I had the choice, if it was down to me, which it's not, But we have to also be, have to accept that what happens in the United States happens to the rest of the world. It really does. And we can't deny that fact. We try to, but it's just fact. It's, it might not want it to be, but it's, you're talking about pretty much one of the most powerful economies out there. And they have a massive say. And, like for instance, when they have a recession, property markets fall over here. You see, they're talking about world markets again. Well, I just don't care. What does Austin say? I'm not a bit. I'm a real human being with a social security number. Oh, I'm very pleased for you. You know how bad Trump did by the amount of Trump bots out that I know. And when I was that Ben Shapiro geezer, oh God, he's sort of anti-LGBT and all that sort of stuff. You know, crikey, Waltz. He's campaigned in the past for LGBT. I always forget LGBTQ+ or something like that. For their rights and what have you. And my fear is just what leave people alone. I just, what people do in their bedroom is none of my business. As long as it's between two consenting adults, none of my business. All right. So, and what I do in the bedroom with my dear wife is none of your business either. No. Oh, do tell. No. No, it's not. Over the years, when I was younger, what have you, I might have been a bit of an idiot. I might have well, just not understood really. But quite frankly, I don't. I'm not going to say I understand now because things LGBTQ plus or being gay or stuff like that. Why would I understand? It's not my thing. Does it affect me? Does it worry me? No. Why should it? Why should I care? I care more the fact that people are being hurt. Being treated like mud. You know what I mean. That's what worries me more. Treat people with decency, It's none of our business, is it, really? It's none of our business. I don't think so. If you're more worried about the people out there, organised rape gangs and stuff like that, which, quite frankly, more often than not, according to the facts and the figures, are actually from white communities. Not white community. From the white gangs and what, I don't know. I hate it when we do that. Do you know what I mean? When we segregate things into colour and race. Why do we do that? It's like whenever you hear anything like this, if something bad has happened, it's like you always hear like it's it'd be black or or Asian or something, Middle Eastern. But if they're just a white supremacist, you will not hear nothing. Just as a person. Inflation, but as soon as it's there's some sort of racial description, all of a sudden it becomes the headline. Quite frustrating. Anyway, I'll go off track. Don't become. So I've got a real human being here. Okay, well, you confirmed it. Thank you. Eating dogs and cats. Oh, sorry. Where's this? Well, we are. Eating dogs and cats, though it's not a lie. Oh. MAGA and dump. Well, we know, especially some Asian countries, what have you. They eat dogs and cats. Boil them alive, for Christ's sake. Oh. Poor blighters. Listerine care. That's just silly. Okay. You should do your own fact checking and Google things. Yeah, that might be handy. Instead of being on so-called Truth Lie. Truth Social. Yeah, it's lost more money. It's Trump's media campaign. It's going to be losing some more after today. That's what happened last night. I'm sure. Crazy. These people like Trump and Elon Musk and what have you. They create these right-wing platforms and expect people to advertise on them. They're like, sue you if you don't. Yeah, that's just nuts. These platforms tend to want to be down the middle, because they don't want to alienate either side. That's what they, It's like you get a lot of companies regarding Brexit and stuff. Someone wouldn't speak out against Brexit and what have you, for instance, because they didn't want to alienate their customer base. They know for a while that some of those people people would boycott the businesses, and some people did, didn't they? You know, over politics. They tried to remain neutral, unless obviously you're Elon Musk, who's pretty much destroyed Twitter. Pretty much, he's going to end up funding it himself if he wants to keep it going. Hopefully he'll be on Mars soon. Isn't it funny though? Somebody like Elon Musk, he's not confident about his SpaceX program, is he? Aside from that, he's got no balls. Jeff Bezos went off in his rocket, didn't he? And took Captain Kirk with him and his brother. You know, I think that's pretty gutsy. You know, I was a blue stuff, whatever it's called. Well, I think that's coming on. I'll give it a coat of paint in a minute. Need to degrease it first, though. I've got some spray here somewhere. Google things. Ha 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 ha. Yes, Google things. Because things are put on Google by individuals, not by Google. Okay? So if you want a platform that is just going to publish stuff that you put up, and it's based on the fact whether people read it or not, that's where I end up in the feed. There is no strange conspiracies there. I do blogs and stuff like that. I know how it works. I've got the algorithm. People in Kent are worried about their pets now, as a small boat people might eat them. Thanks for that, bullywags. Yeah, maybe that's true. Do you know, that's going to be the next thing coming out of Nigel Farage's mouth, isn't it? I don't think even Nigel Farage is that crazy. God's sake. Now where is my alcohol-based stuff gone? Right, I have some spray here and I can't see it. No, that's oh, there it is. There. A clean rag. There's a clean rag. Right. This stuff, all right, brake clean. You can use it for anything. Use for electric contacts, clean electric contacts, anything. It's basically alcohol. Or methanol on the other. I can't. That one's too small. Can't read it. But anyway, it's good degreasing if you're going to give something a coat of paint. So I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to put some tape on the bits I don't want to paint. I'm not too worried about these surfaces because I easily clean the paint off there. And that surface there, I might mask some of that, make it a bit easier. I haven't used this for ages, so I don't even want to clean it up really. Although I intend to use it more, so that might be why. So let's give this a bit of a degreasing. That handle's almost done. That's a little bit more. There we go. Right. This is brake cleaner. There it is. Well, that'll evaporate away to nothing. It's a great way of degreasing. Well, that's what you use it for when your brakes, isn't it? You know, degreasing, what have you. But it's great on electric contacts, cleaning things like carbon brushes on your power tools and stuff. You know, or spraying it into Donald Trump's eyes, although it looks like somebody's already done it. He's got very beady eyes, isn't he? Very beady eyes and a tiny mouth. Blimey. I'll tell you what though, if he ends up in jail, I'll tell you what, he's going to be popular with that tiny little mouth, isn't he, eh? Right. Let's hope. Right, so far so good. Let's get some masking tape. Purple tape. Oh, dear me. Right, let's put that behind there. Otherwise I'm going to have a hell of a job cleaning all this stuff off in this paint. There you go. I won't go too tight with this tape, I'll be not able to get off as well. Although I don't want it flagging, creating a mask. Right, there we go. I'm not name calling people. Oh dear. Austin Joss, you just lost sad. So you have to name call. Bye bye. Yeah, you don't do any of that here, please. That's not what this channel's about. And we can all have a point of view, an opinion. Whether you agree with it or not, that's, you know, you've got a choice. You either hang around and, you know, and debunk what's been said, or go somewhere else where you can get your confirmation bias. I'm happy to have everybody's opinion, but whatever side of the politics you're on, whether you're a Trump fan or not, I'm clearly not, you know. I think he's an extremely dangerous man, but that's my point of view. But what we don't do is people participating in the chat. What we don't have is people just being literally, well, as bad as Donald Trump. That's what we don't do here. So it's right that we are all civil with each other. But then again, if Donald Trump turned up, I'd have something else to say. Yeah, that's masked anyway. I think that's okay. No, I don't need to do the mask the bottom. Got to make sure that's clear there. That's all right. I don't need to mask the bottom because it's going to be facing down. I'll mask this side though. Within reason, I'll get it black in there as well, don't I? Do some of it. Don't need to do all of it. Because it's a flat surface, I can literally just put it on a sharpener and on a flat, you know, diamond sharpener and clean off the paint that way if I want. So I just get the worst of it, so I don't get the too much paint on there. There you go. I don't want that to go to the top there, do I? I've got to get the paint in there. There you go. Right. So I'm not too overly worried because I can clean that paint off. Actually, don't know what let's get the worst of it. Get paint in that little groove there, aren't I? It's raining here at the moment. So much blooming rain again, unfortunately, but there you go. That's what happens when it's wet. It is wet as Donald Trump's debate. What a knife. So Donald Trump was trying to make out last night that he just speak to these people and the war, you know, regarding Ukraine, what have you, and tell them you've got to stop. He thinks they'll just stop. That's what he's trying to make out. People believe that though. That's the crazy thing. People believe it. You know. It would take that's what I'll do. That'll do. Well, I've got a Lazy Susan I have over here. So it's gone there. So I'm not going to Google things. I've got Fox News or No Facts News or Newsmax to rely on. Damn, this tinfoil hat is on too tight. Thanks for that. Yeah. There's plenty of news sources out there. You know, you can pick your bones out, whatever. But I don't think you even need news sources. I'm just flipping so mad what's being said. There's you don't really need a news source to say that what Donald Trump has been saying is either lies or it's just absolutely ridiculously stupid. Because it clearly is. So I'll put it on this Lady Susan here. I'll spray everything else, including my phone, while I'm at it. And give it a few coats. Well, a few light coats to start with. That's going to look like it. It's going to look a new tool, it is. It's going to take a little bit longer to dry at the moment because it's a bit damp. Well, the air's a bit, you know, it's not as dry as it has been, needless to say. Okay, I think that'll do for now. I'll put that to one. Oh, I'm going to get on this there. Right, I'll do that. Put that over there at the moment, out of the way. Da 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 da. Right, where's my phone gone? There we are. Put the fence there. I still haven't found the depth stop for it, which is a bit annoying. It's raining cats and dogs. Yummy. Oh, wonderful. Isn't it crazy how all the conspiracy theories are coming true, though? Conspiracy theories are coming true. Which ones? Please list. Oh, Super Tiny. Where's Super Tiny? Hello, Super Tiny. Oh, yeah. Raining cats and dogs. Yeah, that's a good call. I'm off to get my ass kicked in a game of chess to prove I'm a fool too. You slapped your ass. He did. In a game of chess to prove I'm a fool too, but not daft enough to think Trump is the solution of any of life's problems. It's how can he be? I think some of these things are going to be a bit of TLC. That is actually bent. It's got a bend in it. I'll call that Trump. So, you've got to remember also about Donald Trump, that it was his grandfather who was arrested. What he was participating in. Well, he wasn't arrested for participating, but he was there at a KKK rally or protest or whatever it was. It makes you wonder if it's inherited on it. Why would you be there? That's the thing. If you're not that way inclined, you'd stay out of the way, wouldn't you? He's a very racist man. Yet, some black communities and black people want to vote for Donald Trump. Crazy. But there again, he does love the poorly educated. Said to their faces, I'm not just saying that people in general, Some people are worried, they're worried about stuff, they're worried about immigration, like we've got problems in the UK, look what's going on in Germany, regarding tightening up the borders, even though they're in Schengen, which apparently they're allowed to do, within reason, for emergency measures, to protect their, obviously politics, that as well. There you go. He loves how Bully Wag says, I love how Trump keep mentioning immigrants taking black and Hispanic jobs. He doesn't even get why he's not very popular. There are Hispanic people who are voting for Trump. Just like with Brexit, what have you, there's there was immigrants or kids of immigrants who voted for Brexit. Or NIMBYism, isn't it, or something? Not on my doorstep, so to speak. Or lift up the drawbridge even. The hypocrisy is crazy. And you've got Tommy Robson going on about immigration. And there he is. He's living in Spain and places like that, or wherever he can. Although he said he's going to return to the UK to protest, but the thing is he'll end up getting arrested at the border because there's a warrant out for his arrest. So, people, they're just, some of these people, they're just off their rockers, they really are. I don't honestly understand how anyone could still be supporting Trump after what happened last night. It was, crikey, it was painful. It really was. So anyway, I'm going to... Oh, thanks. Oh, hang on, what did I just say? Sorry, I missed it. There was a super chat. How do I find it? There we go. Where's it gone? So, hang on, I'm going to... hang on. What did I say? I saw it somewhere. Where did I say it? Oh, hang on. Got there. What's that? Can I click on that? I missed the super chat. Oh, yeah. Hey, Uncle, cheers, buddy. Where did you get your overalls? From Lidl. Lidl in France. But I'm sure you get to any Lidls. Do you have Lidls in the United States? It's their Parkside brand. You might have the Parkside brand, actually. But they're cheap. I've got a couple of pairs. So they're ideal for in here, especially this time of year. They start getting a bit damp and stuff like that, Where did you get that hat? Where did you get that hat? Oh, dear. Morning news here in Prague said Trump looked like a wounded boar looking for a hole to crawl into. He did. That's a really good analogy. He did. He looked. She kicked his ass. She really did kick his ass. She knew exactly what she did. She laid the bait and he took it. Hook, line and sinker. And tried to defend himself, poorly. Poorly. Well, he's got a habit of attacking women, isn't he? Regard, way they look, or he thinks he's more beautiful than Kamala Harris. It's just desperate. If Kamala Harris can pull this off in the next 3 months, if there's more debates, she managed to do it again and again and again. Donald Trump is done for. He's toast. He's just no one's gonna. I can't imagine it. Well, there will be people voting for him. I can't imagine him ever being put forward by. We'd be way too old anyway. Being put forward by the Republican Party again after that. They thought he was gonna, win. That's the only reason why whether they believed him or not, or they didn't care. All they wanted is to be in power again. The Republicans. They didn't care what was logical. What was logical, as far as those concerned, to gain power, because they thought he's a good campaigner, and he does pull a crowd. Not so much now, but he has done in the past. He has pulled a crowd, whether we like it or not. We can't get away from the fact there are people out there who they love him. They want to have his babies. Yeah. There again, some of those people don't think I'd want them to have my babies. No, you could have pretty ugly babies, wouldn't you? Crikey. Can you imagine babies looking like Donald Trump? Oh my God. That's shocking. Oh. And if they're good looking ones, he'll want to sleep with them, wouldn't he? Huh? I'd date her if I was if it wasn't my daughter or something like that. Oh, crikey. Creepy little man. There's so many things he said over the years, isn't there? It should have really done him in. It should, you know. He put a 4-page ad out to hang these innocent lads who were in front of the courts and what have you. To do, you know, he put a 4-page ad out, paid for a 4-page ad to get these people hung. And it doesn't work like that, I know, but that's what he did. And they were innocent in the end. Flipping hell. Make you wonder, doesn't it? He also refused to house Hispanics in his properties. He's been bankrupted God knows how many times. He's clearly not a very good businessman. Come back. Keep losing it. So, I bet the Republicans are sorry now that he did not back Nikki Haley. A good point, actually. That is a good point. That would have been a better... But then again, she's back and flipping Donald Trump now. Just, you know. The things he said about her. I don't understand anyone would back Donald Trump after the way he spoke about her. Why would she do it? Because she's got to keep her job. She's hoping that she could be in the government again, like she was before. You know, it's all about power, and these people just want power. More about the power than about helping other people. And to be fair to Kamala Harris, she said several times, you know, during her rallies and political adverts, what have you. She's always referring to the people. She says she's only had one employee, and that was the people. Yeah, as a prosecutor. I think I'm almost there with that. Should be too wide, really, but... Oh, Susan DeWitt. There's a lot of obstacles for the average US citizens having a life outside of the States. Yeah, you've had your fair share of problems, haven't you? So, so I don't even live in the UK anymore. Decided... Well, we considered it a long time, but when the last recession really bugged me up, and bugged our business up. Then we moved over here, start a new business, doing really well, and then Brexit bugged that one up. Not a lot like that, haven't I? And I'm doing YouTube for some strange, bizarre reason. Don't know why. Well, I've learned a lot with YouTube. I have learned a lot. Still terrible though. Oh, dear. Useless is as useless does. Right. Right now, then. Oh, back up there again. Are we? Not that one. Not that one. Most dishonest debate, yes. Okay.
I didn't think I was ever going to witness a debate as devastating as the one that you and Dana moderated back in June, where Joe Biden basically tanked his re-election campaign. I think tonight was just as devastating. I think that Kamala Harris pitched a shutout on almost every subject I can think of. She shut Trump down on abortion. She shut Trump down on January 6th and democracy. She shut him down on national security and turned to the former president and said, the military leaders who served with you think that you're a disgrace. And then, as Dana mentioned, very powerfully at the end, made the point that she is the candidate of change, and we need to turn the page from a decade of division and polarization. On substance, I think she pitched a shutout, and I think she did on style as well. I didn't think I was ever going to witness a debate as devastating as the one.
It was something to behold. It was. It really, really was. I think it's worth watching it on replay just for the comedic value. You know, the beginning was a bit lame. You know, a bit boring. Apart from when I noticed that because I was following it on a Reddit discussion at the time, and people had some really good points. You know, like for instance about the shaking of the hands and stuff like that. That was pointed out straight away. You know, on there. I thought, crikey, yeah, definitely. Like, you know, I get that. See, that's a sign of somebody who will negotiate with anybody, no matter who they are. You know, they will actually, you know, about diplomacy and all that. And why not like the people that, you know, like for instance, Putin and people like that. But would she have a discussion with somebody like Putin? Donald Trump, he'll just like, you know, roll over backwards for him. Putin will just eat him alive. Yeah, something Putin isn't. He isn't stupid. You know, you could argue he made a mistake regarding invading Ukraine. Which clearly was a mistake, but he is pretty sharp, unfortunately. Right, I don't think, remember rightly, that should never be painted. I didn't paint that. Somebody else over the years. Pretty certain it should just be the steel. I think the best part of last night was when he spooed in Springfield but eat that dogs. Oh, let's do that again. Oh my god. Oh god, there we go.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. We're
nice Chianti. Right. Oh my god. And these people want him to be the president of the United States. Oh, no, I'm gonna clip this one. That's gonna have to go in my soundbite, I think. Oh, it's just unreal. But you know what? I think I'm going to be dreaming about that tonight. They eat my cats and my dogs. Oh dear. Oh crikey. Oh, come back. It's it's unbelievable, isn't it, really? What goes through his head as a spur moment decision to think that was a good idea to say that? What goes through his head? It's just astounding, isn't it? You know, it's just astounding. Not enough clamps. Haven't I got enough clamps? What? I've actually got over 400 clamps. And that's not all of them, obviously. See, I've got a few clamps that I have. Oh, bring it back over here. There we are. Yeah, you've got every clamps. You can never have too many clamps. I've got boxes of clamps down here. I've got boxes of them in the. I do a lot of laminating. I used to do a lot of laminating, so you need a lot of clamps for laminating, really, or press, a vacuum press. Scandinavian countries are nice, but the weather not so much. Yeah, be cold. It can be cold here, you know. I'm in France, you know. I'm sort of south central France, and it's it can be quite cold. Some of the winters can be quite diverse because we've got two mountain ranges, one each, you know, perpendicular to each other. We've got the Alps and the Pyrenees. Yeah. There you go. I think we know there. Yeah, sort of, you know, born in Italy and Switzerland and Spain. So we've got these mountain ranges where it creates like microclimates. So it can be a bit problematic. They've just passed a law actually in France regarding people who live in and travelling in the mountainous regions of France. You can no longer have all-season tyres on your cars. You've got to have 2 sets of wheels, effectively. So I don't know if they allow those sock things you put on your wheels. I don't think so. I think you've got to actually have 2 sets of wheels. You put your winter set on in the winter and your summer set in the summer. Great. So we won't be travelling through that way anymore. Not in the camper anyway. I can't imagine actually. I wouldn't want to. Wow, that's a thing, isn't it? Actually, you've got to travel all that way. You've either got to change your wheels over, have a spare set of wheels in the camper, or you're going to have to be driving on winter tyres all the time. That'd be horrendous. Very noisy. There are some silly things that there are. We love duck hair in Prague. We like duck confit here in France. Oh, so good. It's basically where the duck is cooked within its own fat, within fat. Pork can be pork fat, or duck fat. Yeah, confit. You literally cover it in the fat, and you can put it in parfait jars afterwards. You know, like Hilda type jars, and store it away for quite a long while actually in the jar. You keep a big lump of fat in there with it as well. It's all about the preserve. I used to work in Denmark and I was impressed by their efficiency. Yeah, well, just like Germany, isn't it? You know, extremely efficient people. Probably why they're Germany's moving out a lot of their industry out of the UK. It's no longer feasible since Brexit. Not practical. We've got GlaxoSmithKline has decided to move out. So that's what it should look. It's a bit more like that, you see. It shouldn't be half covered in paint and rust. Yeah, basically, now we've had Brexit, they have to do all the testing twice now. If it's made in the UK, so they decided to sell up and move that manufacturing sector abroad. There's 2 sites as well in the UK. That's a lot of jobs lost. Making of Ventolin, so Ventolin will no longer be made there. So there we go. Well, I think that's pretty much there. That'll do. You can go too far, can't you? They aren't eating the pets, I know. This is what Donald Trump said. So in Prague, they don't eat cats and dogs, they eat duck. Yeah, didn't he say that as well regarding some of those posts, those AI images that have been going around, you know, sort of DALL-E kind of images, like Donald Trump and with a cat and a duck. Oh, that kind of thing. Has he got any pets? I don't think he's got a dog. You never see him with a dog, do you? No, he don't give a damn about animals. Not at all. Just like Elon Musk, he don't give a damn about animals either. You know, when the birds have been killed and what have you, because of his rockets, he said, "Oh well, so what?" kind of thing. You know, instead of thinking, "Oh, the answer," what you should have said something like, "Oh no, oh, okay, thanks for making us aware of it. We'll see what we can do about it." It's not so we can't afford to, is it? Take all that loose paint off. It shouldn't even be there in the first place, I don't think. I don't know. Okay, that's clean anyway. So that's the blade clamp. There's no chip breaker on these. There. I think the other bits. I think that could probably do with. It's reasonably sharp. reasonably sharp. It's not sharp enough though, not for me. It's a bit sharp then. Done it again. Oh, done it again. Done it again. Right. There we go. Not enough clamps apparently. When will you be playing Tekken 8? Oh, Karen Skinner. Well, people do eat duck. It's called game. People eat duck. There we go. I think Scandinavian countries are good examples of advanced first world countries. Well, they're certainly, some of them are certainly developing. Come back at you. You think like the Czech Republic and what have you, their engineering skills phenomenal. Brilliant engineers. Anyway, I think I've done what I can do without making a load of noise. I can give this another coat of paint, I suppose. And then I might go through some more of the debate. I might make some clips up to go on the computer. I might do a mash-up even, I think, of what's been going on. Don't want to paint that. Because it deserves it. It deserves a mash-up. Another thing you were saying, what was it now? About... let's get the right head now. About on the border and what have you, criticising Kamala Harris, and go down there right now and sign a presidential order, blah blah blah, to stop the migrants. You know, well, Kamala Harris and Biden have been trying to get things through to get more border control, and he managed to get the Republicans to block it, just because that's his narrative, you know. He's used it as his, you know, vote for me because I'll deal with immigration. You know, I'll separate the babies from the parents. That's what he'll do. He's done it before, hasn't he? Right, let's get black on this. Oh, move my phone. Spraying it black. Not too much paint on there because it'll interfere with the mechanism. Just put the paint on that one there. So once that's gone off, I'll get a couple of coats of lacquer as well. Once I'm confident I've got everywhere. I'm quite tempted to put some wood on the handle. I don't like the metal handles on these. Put that to one side. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. I just thought I'd share those miraculous developments with the, you know, the debate, which was rather humorous, I must say, even though it's rather scary at the same time. And yeah, let us know in the comments as well, will you? What you think? And it's subscribe to the channel. Maybe, you know, click the like button. It helps the channel, you know. So anyway, it's time for me to go. So I'm gonna say toodly, you know, and thanks to everybody who has. Is there anything I've missed before I get clicked off? Yeah, cheers, Mad Monk. I'm glad she nailed him on blocking the bipartisan immigration deal. Yes. It was perfect, but it would have gone through. But it would have gone through if not for Trump wanting immigration as an issue. Exactly, Susan. He was using it as well, as ammunition, wasn't he? But he was the problem. I put a video up actually on the channel about that, where he blocked lots of elements to stop it from happening. Measures to reduce immigration. K-Popman Granny says, I live around many immigrants. They work hard doing jobs that the average American thinks that they are too good to do. Do you know what? We've got exactly the same issue in the UK. We've got migrants in the UK who work bloody hard, working fields and doing jobs that most Brits don't want to do. Most Brits want to be influencers or YouTubers, don't they? It's probably the same in the United States as well. But yeah, I agree 100%. Can I see Babe the Ox? Oh, am I? You're a Warhammer man, are you? Okay. I have a question for stuff like plastic models and things similar. Hang on, I have a question for stuff like plastic models and similar. What would you recommend? In what paint? Years ago we used to use handball enamels, didn't we? If you're talking about Airfix kits and stuff like that. But most acrylic sprays will work. If not, get an airbrush. Little badge airbrush or something like that would suit you well, because then you can mix the quantities of paint that you need. If you're doing obviously some of the stuff if you're doing basic coats and stuff, spray is obviously better. But then you can do your details with brush, can't you? But get good brushes. Yeah, good brushes are paramount. Good brushes and good solvent to clean them out. When I used to do things like that, I'd be using sable brushes. I found the nylon brushes always funny shapes. A bad hair day. There we go. Nope, they're not right there. Excellent. Lovely job. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll go live again, random live again another day, If I can get on with something else, it's not so bad, is it? Get something done. I'm not taking up time like it would be if I was in the office. Anyway, time to go. Say toodaloo. So thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. And put the cat clip on replay. Whenever you feel a little bit down, a little bit depressed, play that clip. It'll put a smile on your face.